Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be showing you how to make a homemade cereal. So I don't know what exactly you would call this, but it's basically like a crunchy cluster type cereal. But there's a lot that you can do to change it up. So I'm going to be showing you how I make it, but you can change things like the type of nut butter that you use, the type of nuts that you use in it, and any add-ins that you use in it. So this is a very versatile recipe and a good one to have. So let's get started.
The first thing we're going to do is combine our dry ingredients here. So I've got 3 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats that I'm putting into my bowl, and then I'm going to do 2 cups of puffed rice. Now puffed rice you can find in the cereal aisle. It has no additional flavorings or anything like that. It is just puffed rice. You can also do puffed wheat if you find that as well. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of almonds. I blitz these in my food processor as opposed to chopping them by hand. You can do either, it's perfectly fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and just mix all of this together and set it aside. Now in a small saucepan, I am going to add 1 cup of peanut butter. You can add a little bit more or a little bit less depending on your preference. And as I said in the intro, this is one of the ingredients that you can swap out for something else. So you could use almond butter here, cashew butter, sunflower seed butter, basically whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn on the heat to a medium. And then I'm going to add in about 2/3 of a cup of honey. Any honey you want to use here is good. If you don't want to use honey, you can use maple syrup instead. So lots of options. Now I am sprinkling in about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, about 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and then I'm going to add in about 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract here. I'm going to mix all of this together and just let this sit over the heat for a couple minutes. You just want it to be kind of runny and gloopy. It's not going to be super runny, but it will be, thinner than just the peanut butter by itself. So we just want to get all of this combined, get it to a nice gloopy consistency here, and then we'll move on. Now what we're going to do is add our peanut butter mixture into our dry ingredients. I like to take a spatula here to get this started and just start combining everything together. I also have my gloves on because I like to finish this with my hands just to make sure that everything's gotten at least a little bit coated with that peanut butter mixture. So we're just going to scrunch it together a little bit here, make sure everything's coated. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and put this onto a parchment lined sheet tray. And you want to just give it a nice little pat down to make sure that everything's nice and even on your sheet tray. We're going to put this into a 350-degree oven to bake for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want to stir it halfway through just to make sure it's nice and golden brown. And this is about what it should look like. Now, after your cooking time, you're going to just let this sit on the counter until it's nice and cool, and then we get to the fun part, our mix-ins. So for my mix-ins today, I used raisins and chocolate chips. I recommend starting with half a cup of each and just adjust it as you see fit. Just give this a mix together and put this in a sealed container, and it should last for about a week for you. It's really delicious. It's healthier than a lot of the cereals that you can buy in the store. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please leave me a like and have a great day.